Hi, I'm Gerardo Milo Sanchez, and today I'm going to talk about the movie Casablanca. Casablanca is one of the most iconic movies of all time. This movie was filmed, sorry, by Michael Curtis in 1942, and is starred by Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. The movie is played under World War II in the city of Casablanca in Morocco. This place has a special issue in this timeline, well, in this time of the history, because it was like a political oasis for different people of different countries to avoid the war. And also, it was in a specific, one of the most specific uses was the for the Europeans that want to go to America. It was a good place to find like visas or passports to arrive to that place. The story actually talks about Rick Blaine, played by Bogart, that is the owner of a bar slash cafe, and it is also a place to it is a point to refugees to meet. He's a very important person in the city. One day, some passports like visas they got lost, and a lot of the policemen of the city was looking for it. At the same time, a couple that arrives to the city that is suspicious, and the policeman thinks that the man was implicated in the robbery of these visas. Arrived to the bar. At the first time that they enter, the guy that plays the piano recognizes the woman, and he starts to play. He talks to her, and she asks him to play one song. At the moment that he starts to play the song, Rick, the owner of the bar, arrives and says that he hates that song. Why? Well, it's because the Rick and the woman have some history in the past. He sees the woman, and that is one of the most iconic scenes of the movie. It looked like a Mexican telenovela in that part. It's super dramatic, but I think that is one of the biggest points, like the most characteristic points of the movie. After that, they try to help her. It is like a love triangle, but at the end, with a lot of plot twist, like a little jokes, no, little problems that happens to Rick uh, and with Ilsa. Sorry, I forgot the name by a moment. Rick at the end understands that Ilsa actually loves her husband, and he helps them to escape out from Casablanca. Well, I think talking about the characters, I think Rick is a super complex character. At the first time, you think that he's like a playboy guy, like just a douchebag. I don't know. Sorry for the word, but but then you know that you feel actually that there is a very good person. He just want the best for the woman that he loved. Ilsa, played by Ingrid Bergman. It is like I think the same issue about Rick, because you think that is gonna be the pretty woman, and in some parts it is actually just like the pretty woman of the movie. Sorry, but then you realize that she was also like in a very big conflict, because at the first time she thought that her husband was dead and in prison, so there is like an issue there. Also, one of the biggest and great characters, it is Victor Laszlo, the actual husband of Ilsa, and also the Captain Renault, played by Claude Rains. I think that is my favorite character, because the whole movie you think that this guy is gonna be bad, is gonna be like a very street guy, and then he helps the main character Rick to escape from the bad guys after killing a German general. Obviously, talking about this movie, you can't forget the most important scenes and dialogues that since also today you can find a lot of movies or series or even cartoons that use these phrases that actually I didn't know they were about this movie until the day that I saw this film. Probably one of my favorites, it was we always have Paris. I think when I heard that phrase, I was like, I don't know, like silver lining, because in a lot of funny movies, I don't know, love movies, they use phrases, that phrase, probably changing the name of the country that they talk about. But I think it is one of the biggest phrases of all the cinema history. Also, the last scene, and when I was talking at the beginning, the scene that Rick saw Ilsa again in the bar, I think that the most important scenes of the movie. About the direction, the visual style, and the form, I think that Michael Curtis, well, this movie, the color palette of this movie is black and white, so the colors just varies in black, white, and different tones of gray, depending of the light that is applied on objects and the people that appears on the scene. So I think it is a very difficult issue to say the exact color palette, but you can feel in the whole movie talking about the scenes that I don't know, that Michael Curtis gives you a lot of like an atmosphere that it is everything like intention, but you can feel the romance between this love triangle between Rick and Ingrid. So you feel always like kind of stress in a lot of scenes, but you think you know since the beginning that the end is gonna be good. Not for everyone, but I do think that it's gonna be good. Talking about the main point of the movie, I think they talk about obviously about love triangles, passion, about the feeling about losing someone, and then I think that the most important topic is to know how to let go something. At the beginning, you we can see that Rick, when he met Ilsa again, he started to get drunk and he started to, I don't know, to start to acting crazy about her because she thought that she was a very bad woman. But at the end, I think that is one of the biggest like, and it is a comparison between this thing about Ilsa and the visas, because of the end anyone was looking at, well, the policemen were looking out for the visas, but it passed to like a second frame, the visas, because there is something that they have to know to let go, and there is not the main point of the movie. Also, I think this compares to the relationship between Ilsa and Rick. They love each other, they like each other, but at the end of the time, they finish separate. So also, even Rick and Ilsa, they need to know how to let them go. In part of Rick is letting Ilsa to go with the men that actually her love, and Ilsa at the end she realized that actually his husband, sorry if I Victor is the actual man that she loves. So I think there's a big comparison between the 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 relationship between them, and thinking and knowing how to let go something between the relationship and the material things. I think it's a very good comparison. At the beginning, I well, to finish now, like a personal thinking. At the beginning, I was so like bored to watch this movie, but at the end, I think that it is a very good movie. I probably watch it again. I don't know later, but I was so surprised about this. I love this movie, and thank you for watching this, and hopefully it's good for you, teacher. Thank you.